All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So I want to talk about the possibility that the IFBB is introducing a new weight class for men's professional bodybuilding, 187 pounds and lower. Now, you've probably seen Dave Palumbo's video on the subject, and I actually completely disagree with Dave. I think this is probably one of the smartest things that the IFBB has ever done, if they actually do it. Now, the reason being is because I think they're geniuses. Obviously, they're smart enough to look at the trends and see, men's physique has been massively successful. Classic physique has been massively successful. Now, why have these divisions been successful? Because people want to become IFBB pros without having to bulk up to these massive, unrealistic numbers that you see with these guys that are, the big Rammies and the Phil Heaths and the Kai Greens of the sport. Not everyone can do that. In fact, only, the top 0.001% of the population can do that. But they want to become IFBB pros because there's so much prestige with being an IFBB pro bodybuilder. So they've looked at these trends and they've said, look, men's physique has been massively successful because these guys don't have to get massive. Classic physique has been massively successful because these guys don't want to get massive. But there are still guys out there that want to exclusively be bodybuilders. There are guys that want to be lifelong bodybuilders, and now they have the opportunity to go pro without becoming massive if that's what they want to do. There are plenty of guys out there who are really short, have great physiques, and they weigh 175, 180, even 165 pounds. I've shown you guys a video of Danny Padilla, who was one of the greatest bodybuilders from the 70s and 80s. That guy was 5'2", 165 pounds on stage, and he was a professional bodybuilder. And that was back in the time where there was the short division that Franco Columbu competed in. So I think this is one of the best ideas that the IFBB has ever had. In fact, I think it's going to open the door to a whole lot of new possibilities for people that can turn pro. And the result of this is going to be a lot more people getting interested in bodybuilding. Because if you think about it, professional bodybuilding as it is now, it's a freak show. And we like that. We enjoy that. It's entertaining. It's great. But for the average person looking to get into bodybuilding and they say, look, this is what a professional bodybuilder is. I'm never going to be this. There's no chance in hell I'm ever going to look like this. But if we introduce a weight class that's 187 pounds and under, there's going to be professional bodybuilders that look attainable, that look realistic, that don't look over the top. People are going to look at professional bodybuilding and say, hey, maybe I could do this. These guys aren't that freaky. I mean, they look good. They have great physiques, but they're not, 300-pound monsters. So I think this is the best idea the IFBB has ever had. It's going to open the door to a lot of people who couldn't previously turn pro. And I think the fear is with people like Dave Palumbo who disagree with this and think it's stupid, is that they think that this is going to replace men's open bodybuilding. They think men's open bodybuilding is the top of the top, and that's all it should be. And I agree with that. I think men's open bodybuilding, the big guys, the freaks, the mass monsters, that's the top tier. That's the best of the best. But why can't we open the door for smaller guys to become IFBB pro bodybuilders without having to do that? We're still going to have men's open bodybuilding. We're still going to have the Kai Greens, the big Rammies, the Justin Comptons, these big massive guys. We don't have to get rid of that, but we're going to have something else in addition to that. And I think that's a great idea. So throughout this video, I've been showing you guys pictures of bodybuilders that weigh under 187 pounds in competition shape. So this is the potential that we have for this new bodybuilding division. Now, there's a lot of people that'll say that's too small, that's too light, that's not impressive, no one's going to want to see that. There are a lot of impressive physiques that are under that weight limit. So I just wanted to make this video and kind of say that I disagree with Dave. I think this is potentially the best idea the IFBB has ever had. Now, the other issue is that contests are too long. I agree with that. If you've ever been to a local bodybuilding show, they've got bikini, they've got men's physique, they've got figure, they've got classic physique, they've got all these divisions now, and you go to a show, and you're sitting there for 4 hours to watch a bunch of local guys and local girls, do their thing. That's all well and good that they want to compete, but man, these shows are getting very long. So I think what they should do is, if they introduce another division for men, they need to split these shows up, shows for men and shows for women. The men that go to these shows, they don't want to sit through, 4 hours of bikini before they get to watch the bodybuilding. So if you're going to add another division, I think you need to make shows exclusively for men, men's physique, classic physique, and all these different weight classes for bodybuilding, and then a show exclusively for women, bikini, figure, fitness, whatever, because that's the way I think it needs to be done. Because honestly, all due respect to the bikini girls, the figure girls, the fitness girls, when I go to a local show, I'm going there to see my friends who are competing in bodybuilding. I'm there to support the bodybuilders. I'm not there to sit through, 3 hours of bikini and figure and all that stuff. All due respect, but that's not what I'm going for. Most people who are going for bodybuilding don't want to see the other stuff. And most people going for bikini don't really care for the bodybuilding and the men's physique and all that stuff. So I think they need to split these shows up into like 3-day events. 1 day for women, 1 day for men, and maybe the last day they'll give out awards, something like that. So that's what I think about it. So let me know what you guys think about this new division in the comment section below. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.